Today, I want to look at Gamma, the AI-powered presentation generator that, based on your corporate branded templates, can create automatically, AI magically create beautiful presentations based on content or just a prompt. But I also want to look at how it fits into your company if you are a European regulated company. So this session is two parts. It's first we look at Gamma, what it can, what it doesn't can, based on your corporate branding. So I have a template that I want to use for that. And number two, the second part is then how does it fit in your company from a European regulated perspective? So let's first dive into the tool. So now this is Gamma Up, and I just wanted to upload my own theme, my that I have prepared. Let me show it to you. That is this one here. That's an old theme that we used, an old template, sorry, that we used. It's pretty basic. And I basically wanted to use exactly that one. We have this already. So let me go in here. I'm here under templates, and here's this already existing templates. I don't want to use this one or open in this editor. I want to have my own. So I thought maybe I could like upload my own using this add a gamma, but I cannot. I can just create a template, save this as a copy, and I can use this one. But that's not what I want. I don't want to create a new one. I want to create something that I already have. So I thought maybe themes. So here I could upload something. I could create a new one or upload a theme, but it doesn't. I cannot upload. Sorry, a template, but I can upload a presentation. So I did that. I uploaded a presentation. Let me go back here to themes, and I got this here. So this doesn't look like the presentation that I showed you previously, right? That's not really that. So, however, but I can go in here and I can change colors and I can change the fonts. It doesn't seem so that I can upload my own fonts, but let's get back to that. I can upload my logo. I can play around with the design, with some transparency and shapes for images and so on. I can upload or create images. I can upload images, which is nice as well. And I have custom fonts here, so I can upload my own fonts. But I cannot upload a presentation or a template. So I have to create an existing template that I already have um, here in Gamma. Cool. But let's just go back here and create a new AI-powered application, presentation, sorry. So create from notes and outline or existing content. And here we can generate from a one-liner or import from a file or remix a template, fill in and customize your structured content templates for fast. Okay, let's go with this one because I already have material that I would like to use later on. So we just paste it in here. So this is basically the part two that we will very soon go through. I have this, and then what do you want to do with this content? Generate from notes and outline, turn rough ideas, bullet cultural into beautiful content, summarize? No. Um, I want a presentation. Traditional, let's make it traditional. And maybe I want this one here. It, yeah, I'm not sure. I want a presentation, right? I don't want just notes, but okay, we are here right now. I buy card. So this, okay, it seems like that, I have the sections here, section, section, and section, and it seems like it wants to create PowerPoint slides based on the sections. Tone, clear, authoritative, concise, English, visuals. Yeah, doesn't really matter to me. Neon glow, no. Format, presentation. Yes, I want to have a presentation. What is this? The same. 3 cards in total. I don't know what cards means. Card by card lets you specify exactly where card breaks should go. It really seems that you get one slide per card. If I go here to free form, okay, there you have 10 cards. The number of cards that will be generated from your content. Right, I have 10 here, and here would create 3 cards. I don't think this is smart. Let's just go through. We have this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just go with 10 cards. We didn't specify any template yet. Maybe this is the step that we will do right after that. Okay, deep dive. Okay, this is this fluid, right? This is not the traditional. Um, it looks okay. Edit theme. Okay, maybe I can change the theme to the one that I created, even though I don't like it, and it doesn't really match what I had from before. But we can adjust the template, of course, later. I mean, I must say it's pretty fast. That's good. We can share it. This gamma is private, only you can edit it. So I can share it with my teammates. I guess I can make changes here as well. Show me. So this is done. Let me just, okay, I got it. I guess this is EU compliance deep dive. The core compliance challenge. It's a lot of text, I must say. EU companies must pay attention. Yes, it's very text heavy. That's maybe what I originally also wanted. I mean, it looks beautiful. I'm not sure about this image, but I can change it, of course. I can change the text, add comment, add reaction. Let's just, we have a lot of text. So here's a lot of text, right? It's too much text. Post comment. What do you think will happen now? Maybe nothing. Probably nothing. Okay, so create something else. Back to prompt. So now I guess I can go into here, custom, and do this one. Yeah, I mean, this looks really not good. However, let's just assume this is my template. That's what I want, right? Even though I think it's very awful. I can add people here, full access. Okay, I can share it. I can export it. I can view analytics as well. I can embed it into websites. I can publish it as a website or to a website. And I have this agent here. So let's just say that improve writing, make longer. No. Let's just say make shorter, sorry, make shorter paragraphs. Introducing your AI editor partner, Gamma Agent. Starting today, editing in Gamma is easier than ever. We've built collaborative research, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, we get this chatbot here on the right side that we know from many other chatbots. So I had a lot of text here. He said this was the original one. This is the modified one, right? I don't think the modified. Can I click? Okay, I'm here right now. Yeah, this is more text. Oh, this is more text actually. Make shorter paragraphs. Okay, shorter paragraphs, but okay, more text. Sorry, always apologizing. I meant that I want less text in general. So we'll see what happens. Because when there's one thing that I don't really enjoy is reading slides. Ideally, I would like to have just a bullet point, but you can't then, of course, use them as a handout really because yeah. So we have this one. This is short. So this is much shorter in general. This is also shorter, which is nice here and okay. It's a bit confusing. Anyway, yeah, maybe it is actually shorter. What is the last page? Make any informed decision. Here's the one. Yeah, this is more. So this is better. So that's great. If I quick fix, what is this button here? Okay, I have prompts that I can spot weak arguments and suggest solutions. Let's just do this and see what happens. Looking through your deck, I can ident. Okay, option one: add specific regulatory citations and penalties. Add specific, find examples. That's smart. Okay, it's just general ChatGPT advice, you could say. Yeah, but I must say that I'm not concerned about the content because I get the content from let's say ChatGPT or any other tool. So I want to just paste as I did the content into this chatbot here as I did, and I get something out, and I can refine it a bit. That's fine, but I don't need it to be honest. Um, so I don't need this agent here. It's nice, but I can the theme. I have to. Yeah, I can select something. I can choose standard ones. Let's just have this one here because I don't like the other one. I think it's better, but it's not what I wanted, right? So let's just click this here. Okay. I mean, it looks beautiful, right? So it depends really on the template that you have. Good. Let's just go back here. Okay, now we have this presentation here. It apparently shows the wrong template. It does. What does it do it? Anyway, custom fonts, setting members here. Okay, you have the members, you have your billing workspace. And one thing maybe to the subscription. In order to create custom templates, you have to have the Pro subscription, which cost, was it $25 a month or so. AI images, yeah, you can create your own images, right? Make a car. Okay, how do I do this? Generate. Creates 3 images. It's a one-to-one. Okay, the wrong format maybe. That's a good car. I like the car. I take this one. Cool. It's in there. And then I can use it probably in my, let's just go back into my presentation here. I have this image. And I want to change it, right, to what I already have. Fit image, change focus point, ask AI What is this? Add notes. I double clicked it. Your images, and I want to have this one here, and it was changed. Okay, it does work. Cool. Yeah, that was it. Let's go to part number two. So now that we have seen how awesome this tool is, and we might really like it so much, so let's talk about the risks. And with risks, I mean, I want to talk about compliancy and how well it fits from that perspective into a European and very highly regulated company. And I'm specifically talking about, not specifically talking about Scandinavia, but Europe in general. So our company is regulated under the financial authorities. So that's why this topic is especially interesting here. So the core issue that very in the first here is US data residency. So Gamma runs entirely on US-based AWS and GCP. So your content is really processed and stored in the US and not in Europe. So all features use OpenAI, Anthropic, and Microsoft Azure models. And those models, I know, they can be hosted in Europe, but Gamma says they're not. Their models are hosted in the US. So, and you might want to discuss this with them, but by default, you don't get it in Europe at all. So why does this matter? It matters because financial authorities or companies that are regulated under the financial authorities and maybe other authorities as well, they require EU hosting um, options. So if your policy or regulator requires EEA residency, it's maybe not working for you. Also under DORA and EBA, financial services especially must assess ICT, also information and communications technology, outsourcing risk and data location. And using US services triggers extra controls and approvals. So that might be quite some work. We're still talking about a presentation tool, right? So that might be a bit overkill. Also, GDPR transfer impact assessment is required for US transfers. It checks local law and practices and sets supplementary measures to reach essentially equivalent protection. So you must perform your own transfer impact assessment. It's very important. So, but what does Gamma provide to us? They provide a GDPR compliant DPA defining controller rules and Article 28 obligations. They also have a EU representative to handle EU data subject matters. That's good. So there's actually someone you can talk to. If this someone or this team is available as you want, that's a different story. And EU standard contractual clauses embedded in the DPA for international transfers. They also have this available. On the business and Teams plans, Gamma State's customers' data is not used to train their AI models. I mean, it's not their AI models anyway. They say that they're using OpenAI and Anthropic and so on. You can fine-tune your own models, of course, but they are not doing this, right? So, what are the risks? Let's do a short assessment for regulated companies. So, no customer managed encryption. Bring your own key. So you can't hold your own keys. Keys are managed by the cloud providers that they use, meaning Azure and GCP and OpenAI. Also, they have really limited enterprise maturity. So relatively small team, and there's no 24/7 SLA. Means they are really like limited to what you can get. If it's not working, it doesn't work, right? And you can't do anything about it, basically. That's what it's saying. And then there's compliance risks from content abuse. So the platform has been abused to host phishing content earlier. So monitoring and controls are needed from your side, really, right? And this is, of course, a bit hard. So um, talking about let's talk about financials and the risk for the vendor itself. So there's a low financial risk. It's VC backed by about $23 million, and the operating cash flow is positive, which reduces short-term financial concerns, meaning it will be available for you, at least from a financial perspective. So that's good. Then we have medium vendor continuity risk. So it's an early stage company with a relative small team, which is well backed. So that means there can be hiccups. It can be that they exited because of something we don't know. So do a periodic reassessment as well. So what does it mean practically? Let's talk about the general usage guidelines. So I would say what we could do is use it for public-facing marketing content, for example, for internal brainstorming and ideation, for example. Use it as a starting point, export to PowerPoint for sensitive edits. But you should implement strict data classification policies. Um, you should subscribe to the business plan, not the free tier. And of course, you need to enable SSO with Azure Entra ID or other access controls that you have in place for the cloud vendor that you are using. So what you shouldn't do with Gamma is upload customer data or PII. You should not include financial data or confidential strategies or use it for regulatory reporting or compliance documentation. Share login credentials. You must enforce single sign-on, SSO. And you don't assume that the data stays in the U because it probably does not. So I hope this Gamma exploration helped you somehow. So I think this is a great product. Is it really suitable for regulated companies in the EU? Probably not yet. Maybe wait a bit, but if you want to play it around with it and use it for marketing, some very simple things, then it might be really, really great. So thank you for that and see you next time. Bye.